I ain't shit. Why would somebody want to follow me around? Everybody loves a good stalker story, right? Hi guys. Thank you for watching another one of my YouTube videos. It means a lot to me that you came back after so long of me not posting one. I just haven't really been feeling it. But today I'm really feeling it. There's been a lot of times lately where I want to post something, but I'm just like, I don't know what to post or whatever. But today I have a story for you. I posted on my Twitter, like, what should I film today? And the most answered out of like 3 people who answered it, thank you those 3 people, was a story time. So a friend of mine, Mel, thank you Mel for the suggestion, suggested that I tell my stalker story. So what better way to film a video again after not filming one in a while than to tell a good stalker story. Everybody loves a good stalker story, right? So I have to first say that that's very serious. Like, obviously, that goes without saying, but I have to say it. Like, that's a very serious thing. Stalking really happens. There's a lot of people who get stalked. I read statistics on it. It's not fun. I can insert those here. I don't quite remember what they said, and I'm still using my phone to record my videos, and the screenshots are on my phone. So there they are. Those are some statistics that stuck out to me. Not cool, not fun. And with that being said, I did have a stalker. And I actually learned today that it resulted in a restraining order, which I did not know because I was a child. So I want to do a get ready with me and story time. Of course, I forgot to wet my beauty blender, as always. What's new? I don't know why my voice is like really rough. I have been talking a lot lately and like singing a lot. Really don't know, but I don't really mind. Kind of makes me pay attention to my, oh wow, this is literally empty. This is the moisturizer that I use like hella. I love this moisturizer so much. This is not like, I need to make this quick, I'm sorry. I keep thinking that this is just like some regular video where I'm gonna talk forever, but I'm not. I'm gonna get to the point because I had a stalker and I'm here to tell you that story. So, I was 13, I think, maybe 12, 13. And I'm not gonna put lotion because I put lotion earlier. I don't need to put another layer. So, I was 13, freshman in high school, and there was this guy that I started noticing him around town. And he looked like he was probably in his like 30s or 40s, did not know this man at all, but I saw him so frequently that I recognized him, like I could picture him in my mind right now. I actually still see him around town, the town that I live in to this day. But anyway, he was an older man. I started seeing him everywhere that I went. Like, I would see him by places that I would eat and be like, oh, that guy's like kind of weird. Like, I don't know, I just got like a weird vibe from him. And I'm really bad at talking and doing things, but I gotta make this quick anyway. So basically I would see him everywhere, and like it started with places that I would eat, and then I started seeing him like by my school, and I started seeing him like in my neighborhood, and then it all resulted to I actually saw him outside of my house. Like, he would go to like the house that I grew up in. There was an alley across the street, and he would like go and hang out in that alley. So like he clearly knew where I lived. He was like, I saw him everywhere, and I didn't want to believe it, but I also knew that I'm not crazy. Like, I would see him all the time, and I don't know, people just didn't, I don't think anybody wanted to believe that it was true, and I sort of didn't either because he never initiated contact with me. Like, the most we ever did was lock eyes. And so you should know that now. Like, it's long dealt with, and I'm fine. But I do still see him, but I'm fine. I'm Gucci. But it's not like he like tried to talk to me, or like I thought he was gonna like try to grab me or something. I don't know, but I did know that he was for sure following me. And then it all resulted to finally he was outside the house. And okay, I also have to say this disclaimer, like, this is to the best of my memory. I fact checked with my mom as best as I could, like, that this really happened, all of this. There was some parts, like this part that I'm going to tell you, she was like, oh, something did happen like that, but she didn't know for sure. But this guy really did exist. There really was a restraining order, and that's how it ended. But, okay, this part. So, I just remember looking outside, like, there was a kitchen table, and there's these 3 big windows. And I remember talking to my mom about this. And I was like trying to tell her that there was this guy that was following me and all stuff. And like she believed me, but she didn't want to. And then I was like, that's literally him right there. Oh my God, don't die on me. How long am I in? 6 minutes? I think I'm doing all right. I was like, that's literally him right there. And she's like, no way. So like we ended up calling the cops. Oh, damn it. I'm really bad at telling stories. I need to rewind. He did end up outside of my house.
Jesus Christ, Allison. He did end up outside of my house.
But before he ended up outside of my house, he actually showed up at one of my soccer practices. And that was really scary because, like, okay, at the time I was a freshman. I was dating this guy that was on the baseball team. And the field that he was practicing on, the soccer team that I was on would practice on the back of that baseball field. So I'm practicing, and it's so funny actually, side story, I really love that boy, and we'll call him Bob, like I thought I did. I mean, I was little, like it's whatever, I was little, we were little. But he actually like told me like he didn't love me and like it wasn't like that. So I was hella heartbroken over him. And he actually called out to me. It was him that called out to me and is like, Allison. And I'm like at soccer practice, like kicking the ball, not caring, like just having a ball, having a blast. Because of all the things I did in high school, I did cheer, swimming, and soccer. And like other like student council or whatever, but of like the sports that I did, soccer was my favorite to do. It was the most fun. I was not good at it, but it was like the most fun. I actually had got a soccer ball today. But anyway, that's besides the point. The point is that this guy, Bob, that I had been dating, or not dating, but like I really thought I loved him or whatever, and then he like broke it off with me. And even though he was cool about it, like I was hella heartbroken, and he's like yelling out to me, he's like, Allison. And I'm like,
shut up, like I don't want to talk to you.
Like I was so heartbroken. Sorry, I had to get some powder. I was hella heartbroken, so I didn't want to answer him. And I'm like, finally I turn and I'm like,
what do you want?
And he's like, look. And I look in the direction he's pointing, and I see that freaking guy. I see the guy that has been following me everywhere. I saw him. What? And I'm like, oh, hell no. So I don't remember exactly if that's when we called the cops or if we called the cops multiple times, but I know that was really sketch that I saw him there. And then eventually, like I already fludged up the story. He ended up outside of my house. And we ended up calling the cops. And for the longest time, I didn't know what happened. I just knew I didn't see him anymore, and that was fine with me. Actually, when I asked my mom today about what had happened, she said we actually got a restraining order. Because, check this out. We called the cops. I'm going to finish this story like way before I finish my makeup. But honestly, the foundation is the like hardest part. Longest part, not hardest. Doing like the base, this is the longest part. Then now I'm going to just slap on some eyeshadow real quick, slap on some blush and highlighter, and we'll be good to go. But this part, we call the cops. It's serious. We're like, this guy's really following us. He doesn't speak English. So the cops have him like detained, but they have to wait for a translator to come to speak to him and figure out like what, if he's following me or what. Like, is it just a coincidence that you're in every place that she's at, or what's going on? So apparently upon the translator's arrival, this guy told the translator that he had spoke to my dad, who was the guy that my mom was married to at that time, the guy that was following me thought that was my dad and said, "Oh, I spoke to her dad and he said that I'm gonna marry her. I'm gonna marry her. I spoke to her dad. He said it's fine." My mom and her ex-husband are like, "No, they never said that. We never said that. I never said that. That's a lie. That did not happen." Yeah. And then we ended up getting a restraining order. So flash forward to today, I still see him walking around town sometimes. Actually, should I take a risk and use this Bare Minerals blush that I've had for like literally 10 years? Speaking of 10 years, I'm gonna film a video soon that is like hella old makeup that I have. And then after I film the video, I'm gonna throw it all away. So that way I can get one last run with it. Oh my gosh, that's so friggin' blue. Am I colorblind? I'm not, I promise. It's so pink. Oh my God. It's this Bare Minerals Fruit Cocktail is the name of this shade. It is so pink. Okay, remember I used to wear this when I would cheer, or like when I was in a couple plays. I would always wear this blush because it's like the brightest, and like always do your makeup really big because you want the people in the back row to see it, so the people in the front row see this like gaudy mess, but the people in the back row are like, "Oh, okay, I think she has makeup on." Let's see how this goes. It's so pretty, but it's shimmery, but it's so pretty. I sort of love it. It kind of like is blending with my highlight though. I don't know if you could see it. Can you even see me? Am I too far away from you? Where was I in my story? I said I was gonna marry him, wasn't gonna marry him. We got a restraining order. I still see him sometimes, but I actually haven't seen him like in a while. Now I'm thinking about it. Probably like a couple months. Hopefully he moved or something, or if he did something more than follow somebody around, like if he actually did do that again, or something worse, God forbid, like I hope they got him. Because, I mean, he was lurking, man. He was lurking so hard. It's crazy. I saw him everywhere. I never wanted to take it seriously. I never thought like, I ain't shit. Why would somebody want to follow me around? But it was because I was a little girl, and I'm sorry, I know this is disgusting, but that's why he liked me. Because guess what? Now when I see him, he looks through me. He doesn't even recognize me. He doesn't even know. Like, I know. I look in his eyes and I know he doesn't know who I am. And I know that he doesn't know that I know who he is. Because I don't know. I just know. I just know. The way that he acts, I just know. So he liked little girls, and I really, really hope that if he did something again, that they got him, because that was really sketchy. I also remember that another girl that I went to school with had the same experience with him. Like, he followed her around and stuff, and her parents noticed, and they ended up getting a restraining order, I think, as well. So I was not the only one. I don't want to make it seem like I'm like so special. That's a bad joke. I'm not trying to make jokes about it. It's just like, it wasn't just me. He liked little girls, or little kids maybe. I don't know. He's a friggin' scary loser. And I'm glad that that's as far as that went. And I hope I didn't clickbait you guys too hard. But he really was a stalker. Define stalker. This is the definition of stalker. I don't remember it exactly. I'm putting it right there. It's, again, on a screenshot on my phone. But I know for sure he was a stalker because his presence was unwanted. He would have followed me. He knew where I lived. Sketch. Okay, I don't have time to do brows. I'm just going to do my mascara, which is right here. And it's my favorite part. It's so funny that we take all this time to make our skin look like one solid shade to match our neck or whatever, but then we go in and add all these different colors to like make it not all the same color. It's so funny. What are we doing? Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that story. I was like, what's a good story I could tell? And Mel was like, tell your stalker story. And I'm like, oh yeah. I forget that that's like a story. I just don't even think about it anymore because it happened so long ago and the situation was taken care of. Like I said, I see him around. He doesn't even recognize me, so I don't even think about it anymore. But it was sketch at the time. It was really sketchy. Ooh, I haven't used this pencil yet. Okay, that's all. I'm just doing liner today. I did used to do that. I used to only wear liner and then put chapstick. I wasn't the only one. That was a style. Oh. Okay. Now I just need some lip gloss. Okay, I'm done. Thank you for watching another one of my videos. I'll see you guys on the next one. Like this video if you do like it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Bye.